Abdul Kalam was born on 15th October 1931 in Rameswaram, Tamil Nadu, India. He was the youngest of 5 siblings. His father, Jainulabdin, was a boat owner and his mother, Ashiamma, was a housewife. Kalam grew up in a modest family and had to work hard to make ends meet. Kalam was a brilliant student and excelled in science and mathematics. He studied physics at St. Joseph's College, Tiruchirappalli, and later went on to study aerospace engineering at the Madras Institute of Technology. After completing his studies, Kalam joined the Defense Research and Development Organization as a scientist. Kalam's contribution to India's missile program was immense. He played a key role in the development of the Agni and Prithvi missiles. He was also instrumental in the development of the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, which has been used to launch several satellites into orbit. In 1998, Kalam was appointed as the Chief Scientific Advisor to the Prime Minister of India. He also served as the Chairman of the Technology Information, Forecasting and Assessment Council. In 2002, Kalam was elected as the President of India, becoming the first scientist to hold the post. Kalam was known for his simplicity and humility. He was a great motivator and inspired millions of young people. He was also a prolific writer and authored several books, including Wings of Fire, Ignited Minds, and My Journey, Transforming Dreams into Actions. Kalam passed away on 27 July 2015 while delivering a lecture at the Indian Institute of Management, Shillong. He was posthumously awarded the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award, in 2015.
Mangal Pandey was an Indian soldier who played a significant role in India's struggle for independence from British rule. He was born on July 19, 1827, in Nagwa, a village in the Bulia district of Uttar Pradesh. Pandey joined the British East India Company's army in 1849 and was posted to the 34th Bengal Native Infantry Regiment. He was known for his bravery and fighting skills and was respected by his fellow soldiers. In March 1857, Pandey became a key figure in the Indian rebellion against British rule. He was stationed at Barakpur near Calcutta when he learned that the British had introduced a new type of rifle cartridge that was believed to be greased with animal fat. This was a major issue for the Indian soldiers as they believed that the cartridges were made from cow and pig fat, which was against their religious beliefs. On March 29, 1857, Pandey led a group of soldiers in a rebellion against the British. He attacked his British officers, and when they tried to arrest him, he shot and wounded 2 of them. Pandey was eventually captured and sentenced to death by hanging. His execution on April 8, 1857, sparked widespread outrage among the Indian soldiers, who saw him as a hero and a martyr. Pandey's actions were seen as the first major act of rebellion against British rule in India, and it inspired others to join the fight for independence. Today, Mangal Pandey is remembered as a national hero in India. His bravery and sacrifice are celebrated every year on March 29, which is observed as Mangal Pandey Day. Several films and books have also been made about his life and legacy.
Mahatma Gandhi, born Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat, India, was a prominent political and spiritual leader in the Indian independence movement against British rule. He is often referred to as Mahatma, meaning great soul, a title that reflects his deep commitment to non-violence, truth, and justice. Gandhi was raised in a devout Hindu family and received his early education in India. In 1888, he travelled to England to study law at the University College London. During his time there, he became exposed to different ideologies and philosophies that shaped his worldview, including the writings of Henry David Thoreau and Leo Tolstoy, which influenced his later philosophy of nonviolence. After completing his studies in England, Gandhi returned to India and began practicing law in Bombay. However, he soon became disillusioned with the legal profession and embarked on a journey of self-discovery and social activism. Gandhi was deeply affected by the discrimination and injustice faced by Indians in South Africa, where he spent over 20 years fighting for the rights of Indian immigrants. It was in South Africa that Gandhi developed his philosophy of satyagraha, a non-violent resistance based on truth and moral courage. He organized campaigns, protests, and civil disobedience movements to challenge discriminatory laws and policies. Gandhi's efforts in South Africa not only earned him recognition as a leader but also provided him with valuable experience and insights into organizing mass movements. Upon his return to India in 1915, Gandhi emerged as a prominent figure in the Indian nationalist movement. He led various campaigns and movements advocating for the rights of peasants, workers, and oppressed communities, while simultaneously promoting the idea of non-violent resistance as a means to achieve political and social change. Gandhi's most notable contribution to the Indian independence movement was his leadership of the Salt March in 1930. As a response to the British monopoly on salt production and taxation, Gandhi led a 240-mile march to the coastal town of Dandi, where he and his followers peacefully collected salt from the seashore, violating the British salt laws. This act of civil disobedience inspired millions of Indians to join the struggle for independence. Throughout his life, Gandhi advocated for religious harmony and believed in the principle of Sarvodaya, which means the welfare of all. He emphasized the importance of self-discipline, self-sufficiency, and the pursuit of truth in both personal and political life. Gandhi also worked tirelessly to eradicate social evils such as untouchability, poverty, and gender inequality. Despite facing numerous arrests, imprisonments, and personal hardships, Gandhi remained committed to his principles and ideals. He called for unity among diverse religious and ethnic groups and stressed the importance of nonviolence even in the face of extreme provocation. On 30th January 1948, Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated by Nathuram Godse, a Hindu extremist who opposed his vision of religious harmony and the partition of India. His death deeply saddened the nation and the world, but his legacy continues to inspire people around the globe. Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolence and his tireless efforts for social justice and human rights have left an indelible mark on history, making him one of the most influential figures of the 20th century.
Rabindranath Tagore was an Indian poet, philosopher, musician, and artist who is widely regarded as one of the most important figures in modern Indian literature. He was born on May 7, 1861, in Calcutta, India, into a wealthy and influential family. His father, Rabindranath Tagore, was a philosopher and social reformer, and his mother, Sharada Devi, was a devout Hindu. Tagore was educated at home and began writing poetry at an early age. His first book of poems, Bhanusimha Thakurer Padabali, was published when he was just 16 years old. He went on to write many other books of poetry, novels, short stories, and plays, as well as essays on a wide range of topics. Tagore was a prominent figure in the Indian independence movement and was a close friend of Mahatma Gandhi. He was also a strong advocate for education and social reform and founded a school in 1901 that became known as Vishwa Bharati University. Tagore was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913, becoming the first non-European to receive the award. He was also a talented musician and artist and wrote many songs that are still popular in India today. Tagore died on August 7, 1941, in Calcutta, India. His legacy continues to inspire people around the world, and his works are still widely read and studied today.
Lala Lajpat Rai, also known as Punjab Kesari, Lion of Punjab, was an Indian freedom fighter, politician, and social reformer. He played a significant role in the Indian independence movement against British colonial rule. Born on January 28, 1865, in a small village called Dhudike in Punjab, Lajpat Rai grew up in a patriotic environment. Lala Lajpat Rai completed his education in Government College, Lahore, now in Pakistan. He was deeply influenced by the ideas of nationalism, democracy, and social equality. He started his career as a lawyer and soon became involved in political activities advocating for the rights and welfare of Indians. In 1888, Lajpat Rai founded the Hindu Orphan Relief Movement to support orphan children. He also established the Dayanand Anglo-Vedic (DAV) College in Lahore, which aimed to promote education and social reform based on the principles of Swami Dayanand Saraswati. Lajpat Rai actively participated in the Indian National Congress and became one of its prominent leaders. He believed in a militant and aggressive approach towards the British Raj. He advocated for self-rule and worked tirelessly to unite Indians against British rule. Lajpat Rai strongly opposed the partition of Bengal in 1905 and actively participated in the Swadeshi movement and boycott of British goods. During the non-cooperation movement led by Mahatma Gandhi in the 1920s, Lajpat Rai played a crucial role. He traveled extensively, delivering speeches and encouraging people to boycott British institutions, courts, and goods. In 1928, he led the famous Simon Commission protest in Lahore against the absence of Indian representation on the commission. Unfortunately, during the protest, Lajpat Rai was brutally beaten by the police, which resulted in severe injuries. Despite his injuries, he continued to address public meetings and raise awareness about the freedom struggle. However, his health deteriorated, and he succumbed to his injuries on November 17, 1928. Lala Lajpat Rai's contributions to India's freedom struggle were immense. He was a staunch nationalist, an advocate for social equality, and a firm believer in the power of education. His teachings and efforts continue to inspire generations of Indians. He is remembered as one of the great leaders of the Indian independence movement and is often referred to as Punjab Kesari, in recognition of his bravery and dedication.